between GCC and GPD has been drafted and submitted for review and approval. For Building B renovations, it's 99.9% complete. Initial TAB report has been completed and submitted to TRMA for review. PFM has stated there will be adjustments needed based on the initial report. PFM is also working on correcting key functioning issues with specified exterior doors, which they are 90% complete with. Slippery veranda issue is being looked at, and proposal for no-skid additions have been submitted to TRMA for review and consideration. OFCI key boxes and drop box is currently being installed. No programs or departments have begun moving into the building just yet. MIS continues to prepare the computer lab for full operation and functionality. For the Workforce Development Center, it's 96.50% complete. AB continues to work on interior electrical work. Major classroom lighting work, final fire alarm system testing is needed and will be scheduled. We are requesting for program approval regarding relocation of equipment from the original equipment layout due to industry best practices and enhanced facility operations. And GCC is finalizing a position paper regarding the contractor's performance to be reviewed by TRMA consultants and legal counsel. And finally, for the Workforce Development Center, ribbon cutting was held on December 30th. Only a temporary occupancy permit was obtained and full occupancy is currently being worked on. And for, I'd also like to report that the fact book volume 20 for academic year 25-26 was published on the GCC website. The institutional strategic master plan is for 2026-2032 is being finalized. That will be forwarded to our college governing council next week, and that will be included in the next board agenda. All IPEDS reports were submitted on time, and this includes student financial aid, costs, graduation rates, and outcome measures. And information related to the interim appointments and acting appointments have been updated on our GCC website. The academic year 2026-2027 catalog is currently being updated, and the goal is to ensure that an electronic version of the catalog is put on our website in May, and this is the first time we're going to do it because we want to enhance the student advisement by ensuring that all the students that graduate from high schools are provided with the up-to-date curriculum information as they register for classes. And the president's list and the dean's list for fall 2025 was posted.
Do we have an ETA in terms of when the WBC will be in the fall?
They don't have that information.
How much more time do you think the contractor needs to fulfill that, to get to the 100%?
So they're just scheduling for the equipment to be moved from here to the new location. So we have, because of the temporary occupancy that we have, once we're able to move the equipment using that temporary occupancy, we can still work on the other issues while that's ongoing.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to monthly activity reports.
So on February 13, 2026, there will be a CASA General Meeting in the training room 518 at 12 p.m. And the GCC Medical Assisting Student Organization, also known as MASO, MASO, is selling Valentine's Day bouquets made from handcrafted pipe cleaner flowers. They will also be hosting a car wash on February 21 at the 76 Circle K in Antigua starting at 9 a.m. Visit MASO's Instagram at MASOGCC to purchase car wash tickets or a Valentine's Day bouquet. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Dave. Okay, moving on. Faculty advisory?
I have a report this time.
Okay. Moving on, support staff, Ken?
So, we, support that we finalized we finalized the year-end, calendar year-end process, so all the W-2s, 1098s, 1099s all went out, and we're also going to the federal agency that require them. And currently a number of staffers are now getting more training on the new platform before we go live. Hopefully by June, but that's still remains to be seen. We still need to, there's still a lot, but a lot of them are going to a lot of trainings, like, even with MIS, we have several weeks of training for different modules and different areas of the new platform.
And are they finding that transition very hard, or?
The transition, a lot of things changed. A lot of the tools that I use are no longer available to us, so we're learning a whole bunch of new things, and that's why there's a lot of training that's going on in regards to that. But, for the most case, the platform should be pretty the same for the users, the end users. They should be the same, and they may have a lot of other updates or to their applications that they can do. The big part is the back end that's right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Any of the trustees have anything to report on community outreach?
No.
Okay. Not for me either. Quiet month. Okay. Moving on to unfinished business.
For the construction projects updates, the first one is the Wellness Center. Purchase order for additional cost on A&E service for the relocation of the Wellness Center to parking lot F has been processed and provided to TRMA. Total additional cost for the A&E services is $358,930. For the solar parking in Building D, pre-construction meeting was held with the awarded contractor, Pacific Solar and PV, on January 29th. Purchase order in the amount of $396,720 was generated. Pending clearance documents for 2 additional workers and site plan. Roof repair and coating to be conducted first. No anticipated start date yet until all workers are cleared and documents have been submitted. For Building 600, For Building 600, met with GORA and FEMA regarding hazardous mitigation and block grant funding that may be able to support this project. We plan to submit approximately 5 to 6 projects for consideration under this grant. And for the Public Health Building, awaiting a follow-up meeting with Public Health and Public Works to include the contractors currently working on the design.
Any questions? Okay. Moving on to new business. 2027 budget requests.
So GCC's fiscal year 2027 budget request amounts to $23,842,581. This represents a 2% overall increase from fiscal year 2026. For the general fund, there is a $127,747 decrease because of the net of all expected salary increments, less the decrease in the retirement rate which went from 33.85% to 30.7%. And there's an increase in the MPF request of $706,509 due to the organic growth, with an expected increase to cover the costs, to cover costs over time for contractual agreements and supplies. And additionally, CWD is requesting for more funding for additional cycles, and there's an expected increase in cycle participants for GPD, DOC, CQA, POST, and GFD. And for the advisory committee, the recommendation, so in line with Board of Trustees Policy 335,
Do we need to vote for your budget? Budget.
Does anyone have any questions regarding the budget as presented? We've all had time to review. Okay. If there's no questions, can I get a motion to approve 2027 budget request as is presented?
I move. A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Budget approved. Budget request approved. Okay, moving on to the advisory committees.
Okay, in line with Board of Trustees Policy 335, which establishes a Workforce Development Advisory Committee for each CTE program, a list of proposed membership was submitted to the board. And based on the advisory handbook, the term of office will be for 2 years. So if approved, these individuals will serve on the advisory boards for a period of 2 years from fall 2026 to spring 2028.
We need a motion to approve.
Yes.
I move to approve the Workforce Development Advisory Committee.
Can I get a second?
I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, recommended advisory committee for 2026 to 2028. So approved.
All right, I just have one question. How often are we getting once a year?
So they're supposed to serve, based on our handbook, 2-year term. So what I asked the deans to do is work with their departments to identify the composition so that it's current. So this composition that was voted on, that's current membership, that will be from fall 26 to spring 28.
But how often do they plan
But
on
do they,
meeting?
are you gonna
If,
need like?
if in case people drop off or are no longer employed with certain companies or maybe don't want to serve, then additional members, potential members will be presented to the board for consideration.
But they should meet at least once a year?
No, once a
maybe
semester.
the
Every
advisory
semester.
board members?
No, the
committee.
The committee?
Yeah.
So
Every
it
semester.
depends on
Every
which,
semester, okay.
which advisory department that you are assigned to. So, probably like every semester or.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
every semester, okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay. Moving on. We have resolution 01-2026. Commendation for Dr. Akata's services over her many years of tenure to Guam Community College. This was presented to Dr. Akata last week, or a week and a half ago. And as noted on the resolution, this was adopted January 21st, 2026. Do I need to make a motion to accept this as is? It's already been accepted. It's already been accepted.
Yeah, it's been accepted. Actually, this is a dual,
So we've already, the board
We've already-
already.
yeah, it's a dual, resolution from the Board of Trustees and the foundation.
Yeah,
I think that's,
yeah, we're just acknowledging that the foundation board also signed on
Yeah.
this, yeah.
and I think we're just putting that in minutes.
Yeah,
Just in minutes.
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
So this has been received in the minutes as a joint resolution signed by both the Foundation of Governors as well as the Board of Trustees. Okay?
Thank you,
Thank
President
you
Okada.
again,
I
President
wasn't here, so thank you.
Okada. Apologize for missing that event.
Moving on to resolution 02-2026. Request for additional funding for the replacement chiller for the Learning Resource Center. And they are requesting for $250,000 and $250,000. So the chiller is still operational, right? It's just on its last legs?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is pretty much an end of life replacement?
For one side,
For
yeah.
for one side.
So we're currently using one only?
One side.
Okay. If there's no other questions, can I get a motion to approve?
I move to approve the resolution for the chiller.
Can I get a second?
I second that motion. I'm trying to make it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No? Okay, request and motion approved. Resolution approved. Okay, if there's nothing else, can I get a motion to move into executive session?
I move.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Executive session it is. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, gang. Is it on?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a motion to move out of the executive session back into regular session?
Able to, yes,
May I have a
second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Regular session is. Can I get a motion to accept the president's report?
I move to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? President's report accepted. And then just on a note, interim Dr. Gina Tadella has accepted her contract. And
Thank
so
you.
we are good to go
And-
moving forward.
Thank you, thank you.
Until the
thank
selection
you.
of the president can happen.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Yes,
speaking.
thank you.
Thank you for stepping up.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anything else before we adjourn today?
No?
We're good.
Can I get a motion, please?
I'm going to adjourn this meeting at 12:47 p.m.
I
Second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting so adjourned.
Thank you.
Nice day.
Welcome aboard.